My name is Nikki, and I used to be a workaholic. I used to be anxious and depressed, and I couldn't see the purpose of what this life was for. I felt like it had to be more than just paying bills, right? Cleaning the house and running from one emergency or struggle to another. Waking up in the night crying, scared to pump my own gas or go to the store on my own. I had forgotten all of my tools to get myself right. I was overweight and overworked and underpaid and stressed out. I couldn't see the beauty around me. I didn't want to see it. I was scared to be happy. I was scared to be happy and free from this struggle. I thought if I let go of this identity, then what is my purpose? I thought I couldn't see the light. I didn't want to see the light. My now ex-husband and I have moved from Oregon to California for work. Closest family was his family, about 250 miles north. And we were a blended family, his son and my son. And I always described it as us trying to squeeze and fit that small shoe on that big foot, right? My goodness, there were so many signs that I just ignored for years and years. Just ignored them. We argued about everything, money and parenting and the sky is purple. No, it's blue. That kind of shit. Just everything. I think I married out of fear, honestly. Fear that I was going to be alone if I didn't say yes. It's not to say we didn't have good moments. We had good moments. My depression and stress wouldn't let me see those good times, right? I thought that the world was coming to an end. That pressure was so real. And I thought the world of my son. And then as I coupled and began to just take care of, of the dynamics and more of him, my partner at the time. And I thought that this was what I was supposed to do and that we were just supposed to combine these lives. And it was just too soon. We went too fast. And I didn't know how to have a healthy relationship, honestly. I didn't know how. I was guessing at all of it. And we moved in together, and it was this 800 square foot house with this one bathroom. The kids had the bedrooms. It was one of those Jack and Jill bathrooms, right? And we slept on a futon in the living room. The kids had the bedrooms. It's funny because I'm currently in that situation actually right now where the kids have the bedrooms of this place, but it's temporary. It's my big, nice, inviting bedroom is on its way, is what I keep saying. It's temporary. Anyway, I remember the year we moved, and it was 2008, and it had snowed until May that year in Oregon. Whew. And that small ass house, and on top of that, there was a dog and a lizard and birds and kids who didn't get along. And the oldest was 7 and my son was 2, and the 7-year-old pretty much got whatever he wanted whenever he wanted. And the dynamics were tense, to say the least. And it just felt like my son was punished for things that his son was celebrated for. It didn't make any sense. It just felt so unfair and just exhausting. And I felt like, well, this guy is my man and I'm choosing him. I need to put his needs first. And I gave up taking care of myself. And I dived in completely into the caregiver role, a pattern that I have had with men. And one that I'm still working on. My grandmother passed away suddenly in April, and then that next week I was fired from my job. And by July, we moved to California. And fast forward 10 years later, I found myself served with some divorce papers, and I wanted to end my life. And darkness surrounded me, and I couldn't take a full breath without crying. I had completely lost my way, forgetting my power, my strength. I checked myself into an outpatient program and went on emergency medical leave after breaking down in front of my students, and I couldn't breathe. I felt so lost. The air conditioner broke down in the middle of that summer. My mom kept me going. Some helped me with the kids, and Dad kept telling me to suck it up. I was drinking and smoking again, and I just couldn't take a full breath. I was so mad at myself for wasting so much time with someone who was not the right match. And of course, I don't regret my daughter who was created from that chaos, and yet it took a long time to forgive myself. I wanted to blame everyone else for my pain. And it was so hard to look at my own actions. And then I rediscovered the tools, and the tools had just been put away for so long that they started to collect dust and cobwebs. And once I pulled them out and looked at them, I felt lighter. And after 6 weeks of outpatient program, 1 year of therapy, 5 different types of medications, the tools were meditation and yoga. And I stopped drinking and smoking. I cut out coffee. I started eating whole foods, limit processed sugars, and no soda. And I started to get my body moving through exercise, and the weight started to fall off. And the reality was there is no quick fix. There is no magic pill. It doesn't exist. It's an ongoing journey. And once I began to recognize that, I found that excitement with being my own person. I did not need anyone else to fill my cup. I did not need distractions or vices to make my life feel better. Or it was just like a giant breakthrough. It was like the sun was shining again. It was beautiful. And it just started out with short little sessions, 10 minutes a day, and slowing down the breath and allowing space between my thoughts and my reality. And it just felt like heaven right here on earth. It feels like that every time. And it's just amazing to know that my superpower is just right here, right now, one breath at a time.